Kentucky judge is outraged after cops forced black female defendant to show up to court with no pants or any kind of trousers on, as well as no feminine hygiene products. The woman, she was brought up on charges of shoplifting, and as you know, shoplifting isn't that bad of a crime to where it warrants being mistreated like a freaking caged monkey or something. I'm going to allow the judge's reaction to play so that y'all can see how outraged she was.
Excuse me?
And other hygiene products that she greatly needed and requested since she's been...
Excuse me? This is outrageous. Is this for real? Am I in the Twilight Zone?
The jail would also refuse to give her pants.
This can't wait. I'm actually calling to talk to Director Bolton or anyone who can come to my courtroom and tell me why there is a female defendant standing in front of me with no pants on. And she's been here for how many days, ma'am?
Well, I got here like 3 days ago.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm very sorry. Can we get her something to cover up with? Anything? Anything. Anything. I don't care what it is.
Now, I appreciate the judge's reaction and everything. She was very upset, and she dropped the charges against the woman, just told her, you know, pay $100 fine. I appreciate her reaction to that, and I wish black people would gain more justice like that here in the United Snakes of America. I mean, the United States of America. But it just goes to show you that a lot of this injustices that we face here in America have an age-old, centuries-old root to it. Bottom line is, those roots that I'm talking about, they grew into a full-blown freaking racist tree known as America. And if you look at the police force, which was of course stemmed from slave patrol back in the day, that's where the police force came from. It was really made to police black communities and whatnot. And they tried to change the meaning of it as time went on. We're here to protect our communities. We're here to protect the citizens and whatnot. No, you're not. Y'all were really just slave patrols. They didn't have police officers back during the slave days going through white neighborhoods. When you look at the way they're doing us nowadays, and you see how they're constantly justifying all the wrong that they continue to do to us, all the cavity searches and planting drugs on us and shooting us down in the streets and killing us and killing our kids and busting up in our homes with no search warrants and just ransacking the whole place, knocking stuff down, breaking doors and glass and dishes and sending dogs through there with blood on them and crap. No, you see them doing this stuff. So, you gotta ask yourself, why do black people talk about the things that they talk about? Why do they say Black Lives Matter? Or why do they talk about racism, you know? If you look at the few instances where we're actually done right by the justice system, in which I refer to those as glitches in the matrix. You do have your nice cops who do try to be fair and not racially profile, and you do have your few judges who, well, like this female Caucasian judge, she threw the case out and she just ordered the woman pay $100 fine for shoplifting, you know, but you didn't deserve all this garbage that happened to you at the hands of law enforcement, being treated inhumane and whatnot. But just because those scenarios or examples exist doesn't mean that there isn't a problem here in America. The fact that the officers even denied the woman her pants and feminine hygiene products shows that there's a problem here in America. White police officers, they enjoy doing things. They enjoy messing over people's lives and trying to make things as difficult for them as possible. That's what this system of racism is about. It's a system that allows for white people to do sly dog dirty things, to mess with black people, or to try to instigate or provoke certain situations so that they can incriminate black people and make us look bad. That's what this whole thing is about. And for white people to have a problem with black people talking about these particular issues, it just shows the level of mental disconnect and one-sided nature you all are faced with. Especially considering the fact that white people have gone all around the world stealing land and stealing identities and stealing whole cultures and the cultural appropriation. And then to top it all off, if you look at the American crime stats, white people commit more of the crimes. White people steal the most. White people kill the most. White people also rape the most. Two-faced and hypocritical. Fact of the matter is, when white people do these crimes, they don't get the same treatment. And these cops, they know, and they knew at the time that they denied this woman her pants and her feminine hygiene products before sending her into court all ashamed and exposed or whatever. They knew that what they were doing was wrong, but they wanted to do that anyway. Like I said, it's an age-old form of mistreatment that they enjoy doing to us. They enjoy humiliating us and causing us shame and beating the crap out of us and hurting us and crap. That's why they would snatch our women up and rape them back in the day. And that's why they would also castrate the men and then lynch them. Anyway, I'm glad that the situation turned out for the better in regards to this black shoplifting woman. I mean, it could have turned out a lot worse. She could have been faced with a judge that would have given her freaking life in jail, just like the Scott sisters were sentenced to life in jail for stealing $11. I mean, that's the kind of crap and the kind of games that this system pulls when it comes to black people. The fact of the matter is, she's doing better, and judge let her off. She just ordered her to pay a $100 fine, and that's good. Those were my thoughts on this whole case. And subscribe, unsubscribe, like or dislike the video, share or comment. Shalom.